Well, hello there, folks, and happy Sunday to you. It's lovely to see you all again as usual, and I hope that I find you all very well. And where are the weeks going? I cannot believe we're in August already, or almost the middle of August. Do you know, I actually seen Christmas stuff in the shop the other day. You know, just wee knickknacks and cards and things are starting to appear. And I'm thinking, are we there already? You know, this year has just disappeared. So let's go on with this week's meals of the week. So as usual, I'll start all the way back on Monday through till today, which is Sunday. And if I've done a video recipe on anything that you see here, I will always leave it linked underneath. So on Monday, we had good old bangers and mash. As you know, we do love bangers and mash, and I know it's kind of boring and kind of plain, but it just kind of works. You know, you've got your protein there and your carbs, and then extra carbs and extra protein with the baked beans. And I know a lot of folk have not tried baked beans and mashed potato, and see if you're one of them, do give it a go. And then moving on to Tuesday, you'll have seen this one already if you watched the recipe that I posted on Thursday, but not that many folk have watched it, which I'm quite surprised about. It's just not popular at all, but it's delicious. It's been one of my favourites that I've done in such a long time. You'd need to taste it to understand, because it's just so delicious. So that's the penne and vodka sauce there, and I've just popped a chicken breast which has got breadcrumbs round it with some mozzarella on the top, just into the air fryer till it goes brown and bubbly, and it was lovely. And this is it here in the pan, and I will link this recipe down below just in case you're one of the folk that haven't seen it or weren't aware of it, because it is really nice. And then moving on to Wednesday, we had chilli. It was a wee bit of a colder day on Wednesday. The weather's been a bit up and down. Some days are really nice and sunny and quite warm for Scotland anyway. Other days it's quite rainy and cold. So that's just some rice with peas and sweet corn and just a chilli con carne, or a version of one of my chilli con carnes, because I do them all slightly different. But yeah, it was nice for a wee change. And then moving on to Thursday, really busy day. So we phoned the chippy, not something I do very often at all, because as you know, I'm kind of watching what I'm eating. A lot of what you see in my meals of the week is not what I eat, and I do separate Slimming World meals of the week videos where I show you what I have. But yeah, the chippy was phoned, and that's a sausage supper. And then moving on to Friday, good old mince and tatties. I like my minced beef from the butcher. I just think, you know, there's just a world of difference in the flavour. It's a wee bit dearer, but in my opinion, it's one of those things that is worth getting from the butcher. So we've got some creamy mashed potato, just some simple diced carrots at the back with the minced beef gravy and onions, with a wee bit of puff pastry on the top. I had this, but I didn't have the puff pastry just because of the calories, obviously. And then moving on to yesterday, we had salmon. So you will have seen this if you watched my wee shopping unbagging, and folk are asking, you know, are you going to go back to Aldi? And we will go back to Aldi eventually, but we're just enjoying Tesco at the moment, because it means we don't go, you know, we don't have to go to two separate supermarkets. My goodness. So that's some potato gratin, some broccoli which has been roasted in the oven with a wee bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and that's that salmon fillet there, and there's lemon and black pepper on that. So yeah, like I was saying, we will end up going back to Aldi eventually, but just not right this second. And some folk are actually unsubscribing because I'm not going to Aldi. But yeah, it's entirely up to you, but we will end up back there eventually. And then moving on to today, we had chicken stew with dough balls or dumplings, however you like to call them. My gran called these dough balls, my mother called them dumplings, so I call them dumplings. It's just a very simple tomato based chicken stew with the dumplings, a few chips on the side, and just a wee bit of broccoli there as well. I normally just steam the broccoli because it helps keep the colour and a nice wee bit of crunch in it as well. I don't like my veg overly mushy, so I tend to steam mine. So that's everything that we had this week, or most of the stuff that we had this week. So I really do appreciate you watching, and you know, if you're still here at this point, a huge thank you to you, and a huge thanks as usual to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page, to the channel members here as well, for those that have joined me from TikTok, and for those who've bought me a coffee using the Buy Me a Coffee link, and for those that share the videos. It's all very much appreciated. I'm always blown away by everything that you do. So a big thank you once again. And I will catch up with you during the week for another wee recipe or video, because I'm not going anywhere. I love making these videos, and I'll see you off soon. Bye now.